My name is Kara, and I pick my skin compulsively, and it sucks. Last night, I took a shower, as one does. I came out, and I felt great, and then I stood in front of the mirror, just stared at my face, and I was like, I see some bumps. I should pick those. And so I did. And as I was picking, I was thinking in my head, stop it. Kara, stop. Get your hands off your face. Stop picking. You know that, like, you're trying to break this habit. You're gonna make your face look horrible. But it was like, even though I was consciously doing it, I couldn't stop. Even though I wanted to stop, I couldn't stop. So I ended up in the front of the mirror for about 20 minutes picking my skin. And I woke up this morning with this. And probably the ones on the lower half of my face you can't see as well because I put concealer on them, but you can still see them. My whole face was red. I picked up my phone and I went to Snapchat my friends and I put the front facing camera on and I was like, what the hell? I cannot take a picture of myself. Like, no one can see my face for the rest of the day. So I felt horrible and I felt self-conscious, and so I got up and I did my hair, and then my hair didn't look good, so I put it up and my bangs aren't sitting right, and I was frustrated and I felt gross and I felt super upset and unconfident. So I put a bit of makeup on and then I felt a little better, but I still don't feel great. I've picked my skin since, God, I don't even know how long I've been picking my skin. I have KP, which is keratosis pilaris. It's a skin condition that I'm pretty sure like the majority of the population has. I could be wrong, I'll double check that. But I have it on my arms, and I used to also have it on my legs. And so it started with my arms. So KP is just like, you just get like a bunch of little bumps on your skin. And so I had it on my arms, so I would pick those bumps, and then they would bleed, and then they would scab over, and then I would pick those scabs. And now I have a ton of scars on my arm, like just little tiny spots where I picked all over my arms. And again, it was a compulsive thing. It was like when I was bored, I would just touch my arms, I'd find something and I would pick it, and I didn't even like necessarily realize I was doing it until I looked and my arms were bleeding. Then I hit puberty and I got acne, and that just added to the problem because now I had stuff to pick on my face. And so I would pick and pick and pick and pick and pick until I bled, and then I would pick those scabs until they went away and turned into scars. It's like as soon as I feel it forming, as soon as I feel a bump on my skin, like in my brain I just go, I have to get rid of that. And so I pick at it, because I guess in my mind, if I pick at it, the bump will go away and my skin will be flat and smooth. And then over time, like just recently, within the last year, I got a bit of acne too, and so I started picking that. And because of it, I have a ton of scars on my back now. I have a ton of hyperpigmentation around my tailbone, like super like lower back. And then also like my shoulders, my like the back of my neck, like all my upper back is scarred. A little while ago, I got like a couple spots on my chest, which you can't see because I have a high neck dress on. And I picked those too. And now I have scars there as well. It's really hard living with it, because my confidence has gone down so much because of it. I hate having scars. I hate the marks on my arms and my back and my face, and I hate knowing that like those aren't gonna go away because of some stupid habit that I have that I can't get rid of. When my skin is this bad and when my picking is this bad, like I don't want to go out, I don't want to go anywhere, I don't want to hang out with my friends. I just want to hide it, and I just want to hide myself because I'm embarrassed. When I'm out and not in front of a mirror or a camera, I feel a lot less self-conscious about it because I kind of just forget that it's there. But then I take a picture with someone and I immediately hate it because I hate the way that I look. And I look in the mirror and I'm like, how did I actually go out looking like this? And it's just really hard. Like, it's really beaten me down in a lot of ways and affected me in a lot of ways. It's hard to talk to people about it. Like family, friends, whoever it is, it's like I just don't like talking about it because they can't understand like how I feel, how it makes me feel, and no one really knows how to respond. So people usually just ignore it if I bring it up, which is fine because like I understand that it's like, well, what do you say when someone says I hate my skin, I hate my face, I hate the way I look, I hate that I pick my skin compulsively. It's like how do you respond to that? And it's not like someone telling me like, oh no, you're beautiful is necessarily gonna help that, because that's not what I see. And it just sucks that I have all these scars, and it sucks that I'm trying so hard to stop, but I just can't. And it's so frustrating knowing that, you know, I'm doing this to myself. There's no one to blame but me, but I can't even control it. So it's like, what am I supposed to do? The picking on my arms has mostly stopped, thankfully. The picking on my face is still bad. The picking on my back has gone away quite a bit now. I just don't really know how to stop. And the only thing that I can think of doing is getting rid of my acne, which I've tried so many times, so many different ways, with different acne washes and, you know, topical whatever treatments, lotions, cleansing scrubs, toners, like everything that you can think of with skincare I've tried. Nothing works because my acne is hormonal. And so finally what I decided to do was go on birth control. And, you know, like I've talked to a friend who had pretty bad acne too, and she went on the pill for that, and she said after a few months her acne cleared up. I'm like a week and a half in. I just really hope that it works because I just really want my skin to be clear. I really don't want to have anything to pick at. If I could stop myself from picking, like now at this moment after doing this for years and years and years, I could live with my acne. Like my acne would be a second thought. But it's because I know that somehow I just can't bring myself to stop picking. I am just gonna try to get rid of my acne and hopefully it clears up. It's taken a huge toll on my self-confidence. And when my skin is clear, when it's not as bad, I feel a lot better. But even with my scars, it sucks. And it still does make me feel self-conscious, but at least I can cover that up with makeup. When you have scabs, you can't just use concealer to cover that up because it's scabs, like it doesn't work. It's definitely hard. I'm trying to clear my face so that I don't pick it. I'm trying to boost my self-confidence. But I can't sit here and say that every morning I wake up and I look in the mirror and I'm like, oh my god, I'm so hot. I feel so great today. Because, like, a solid 80% of the time, that's not how I feel. The truth is that the majority of the time, I just don't feel that way. I don't feel confident. I don't feel beautiful because of my skin, because of the way I look, because of the scabs that I have. And the only times that I really do feel super confident, that 20% of the time when I wake up feeling great about myself, is always when my skin is clear. And, you know, I'd like to work on that. I'd like to be able to be more self-confident, and love myself a lot more, because I know that's what I need. I know that I need to love myself and take care of myself a lot better than I do right now. I have a lot of problems with self-care, which I will definitely make a whole other video on because that is a huge topic. But that's where I'm at right now, and hopefully my skin will clear up and hopefully things will get better in time. So the reason I really wanted to make this video and talk about this is because I feel like it's something that's not really talked about often. It's a lot more common than like you would think, and a lot of people struggle with it. Sometimes that's all you need is like someone to talk to. So if you're going through this, if you have problems picking your skin, know that you're not alone. You're definitely not alone. And if you've, you know, kind of never heard about this before or never really knew about it, hopefully this gave you some insight how much it does affect someone's life. And, you know, if you know someone who's dealing with that kind of issue, be able to be there for them and talk to them about it if they need. When you're doing something that you can't control, it's very frustrating and it's very hard to deal with. So having like a support system for you is really important, I would say. That's about it. That's all I really wanted to talk about. I hope you enjoyed this video. This is me and my voice and my face and my skin. And hopefully I'll be able to make like an update video once my skin clears up, or, you know, whatever happens with that. Until next time, I suppose. I guess this is it. Okay. Oh, let's stop this recording.